Hello everybody, Pancakes here, and we got some more Black Ops 2. This is some kill confirmed on Raid or Iron Man's house, as I like to call it. I don't know, it just this map looks like Iron Man's house, so that's what I like to call it. Whoever owns this house, he's obviously got a lot of money. He's got like 6 Lambos and like a pool. Uh, so yeah, probably is his house. Anyway, yeah, so I'm using the M8A1 with the red dot sight and laser sight. I really like this gun. It reminds me a lot of the M16 from Call of Duty 4, or the more recently the Type 95 from Modern Warfare 3. And it's a 4-round burst weapon. It is a one burst if you can hit all 4 shots to the chest. But a lot of the times you may not be able to. But it's a very accurate kind of precision weapon that's very good in long ranges. So I like those types of weapons. The reason why I didn't really use a lot of the M16 and such was because, or a couple of reasons. Number one, because it is a little bit cheap. It's kind of a cheap gun. I mean, M16, I think everybody kind of agreed, was overpowered. And the Type 95 for a while was the Modern Warfare 3. My understanding is they sort of nerfed it. But in this game, I don't know if the M8A1 is overpowered. Um, don't really know if that's quite true yet, but it is a very solid gun. I like it better than the other burst fire assault rifle. I just like it, and the laser sight makes it actually quite effective at close ranges because the hip fire radius shrinks considerably. And actually, I kind of use the laser sight now on a lot of the assault rifles because it does help a lot with the close quarters combat. And it's either going to be that or maybe like fast mag or something. So I don't know. I'm kind of still experimenting with stuff. I don't want to say anything definitively because I'm sure 6 months from now, whatever I use will be different, possibly from what I'm using now. And there's so many different ways to set up your classes. But these are just kind of the things I've been doing now. And overall, my thoughts of the game thus far, I mean, I'm still enjoying it. I still think it's a fun game. I think it's balanced. I still consider it to be a very revolutionary Call of Duty in many ways. However, I won't say that it's perfect. There's still some things about this game that a week after buying this game still sort of bug me. One of those things is lag compensation. A lot of you guys are well aware of this now, and I mean, it's an issue. Lag compensation in this game is rampant. Some people have said they don't really feel it. I envy you. I mean, I've tried all the solutions that people have talked about. I tried, setting my search preferences to best, and I tried installing the game to my hard drive. And while most of these have sort of helped a bit, there is still definite lag compensation, and it's not every game, but you can definitely tell when it happens, and it does, unfortunately, inhibit the gameplay experience a bit. I mean, it's not fun when you shoot somebody. In all honesty, you know that they should be dead, but they're not. You unload 5 or 6 rounds into somebody and they just turn around and two-shot you. Those types of things are very frustrating, and I hope that this gets addressed. And my understanding was when Black Ops 1 first came out, this was also true, because I remember being very angry with the lag compensation in Black Ops 1 when I first picked that game up. But now if you play Black Ops 1, it doesn't seem to be as bad. Or maybe I just got used to it, but I tend to think that that it's smoothed out over time, and I hope that's something that happens with this game, because when the lag is minimal and the lag compensation is minimal, this game is a ton of fun, and I really enjoy it when that happens. So hopefully this is something that Treyarch can kind of get under control. The next thing is there's a glitch. I'm sure some of you may be aware of this, some of you may not. It's the Dragonfire glitch. What happens is that on certain maps or maybe certain matches, you get this glitch where it won't let you call in your Dragonfire. And I mean, it's obviously not intended. I mean, it's not, because people say, well, I remember I was reading about this on a forum, and somebody was like, well, why don't you get out of the corner or something like that. But it's not because you're in a corner. I mean, I tried calling this thing out in the middle of an open space. I mean, it's a glitch, and I'm sure they'll fix it. I mean, these types of things tend to get fixed. Usually, when people think, oh, well, they're not going to fix it. Oh, well, they'll fix this. I mean, this is a legitimate, big problem, but the types of things that in the past Activision hasn't been so great about fixing have been things like weapon balance or minor glitches, but this is a pretty major glitch. I'm sure it'll get fixed, but as of now, it is quite annoying, and I don't even use the Dragonfire anymore because, you never know if you're going to be able to call it in or not, which is kind of broken. And the last thing are the hunter-killer drones, and they're not overpowered. I'm not going to say they're overpowered. They're not. They're not. You know, when I think of an overpowered kill streak, I think of a kill streak that can kill 20 plus people with minimal effort. Sort of like the chopper gunner was in Modern Warfare 2, at least before people started shooting on air support. That was what I would consider to be a very overpowered kill streak reward. 100 killer drones, no, not so much. You only get maybe 1 kill, maybe 3 if you hit the jackpot. But nevertheless, it's still an incredibly annoying and cheap death when it kills you, because it seems almost as if there's no way to avoid it. And I know you hear that little beeping noise, and then you die instantly. And I don't feel like it gives you enough time to sort of try and get away. And I could probably count on one hand the number of times I've successfully evaded a hunter killer drone. I know a lot of people have said, oh, well, you can use Blind Eye or Blast Shield, and while those may help, I don't like that you have to limit your perk choices to 1 or 2 because, of 1 kill streak reward. So hopefully they do something about it. They probably won't. This is something that is quite minor. I don't think they'll necessarily go and fix it. And I think this is just something you'll have to live with, but it's annoying. It's not a game-breaking thing, but it's annoying. So that kind of bugs me a little bit. But overall, well, I like the game. It's probably shaping up to be one of my favorite Call of Duty games in the franchise. Possibly. Still too early to tell, but we shall see. Anyway, moving on. In terms of Black Ops 2 content, I apologize if I haven't really been uploading as much as other people. I've been very busy with schoolwork. Very busy with schoolwork. I've got so many assignments and exams this week that it's been ridiculous, and I think a lot of that's because Thanksgiving's coming up, which, by the way, I wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. But hopefully after all of this, I'll have a little bit more time to play, and then after this term, in winter break, I'll try and bring all my recording equipment with me so I can try and record some more stuff for you guys. But in the meantime, I was actually kind of thinking of doing some small-ish Let's Plays. And by smallish, I mean like Ultimate Doom or Duke Nukem 3D or something, kind of old school like that. You guys really like the old Doom Let's Play. I didn't really finish it because I just kind of stopped uploading in general, but I won't do that this time. So if you guys are interested in something like that, feel free to let me know. I think it'll be good for me to get you guys some content that isn't Call of Duty, and also, for those times like now where I just don't have a whole lot of time to play Call of Duty, because, I try to get on every now and then to do like combat training to keep my aim fresh, but nevertheless, I don't have a whole lot of time to go in and try and actually record a real solid gameplay. So that's kind of something I've been thinking of doing. And the final thing I wanted to discuss in this video is sensitivity in this game. I talked about it a little bit in my last video, and if you guys haven't noticed already, this game has a sensitivity scale that goes from 1 to 14. In Black Ops 1, it was from 1 to 10. And I said before that what you do is you multiply your old sensitivity by 1.4, and that'll give you the sensitivity that you have in this game, after rounding it to the nearest whole number, of course. But that's what I did. I used to play on 2 sensitivity. I used that method. It puts you at 3 sensitivity. And that's what I played on for the first couple of days. But I quickly realized that it wasn't quite right. It felt a little bit too slow, and I've never had a problem with that. People say, how can you play on 2? Well, to be honest, I never had a problem playing on 2 sensitivity. I had no problem being able to react to situations or be able to, quote-unquote, turn on people. It was never a problem. But in this game, I did notice that my sensitivity seemed to be limiting my ability a bit. So I bumped it up to 4, which actually feels a little bit closer to what 2 was in previous games. And I actually verified this by going back and checking it with Black Ops and World at War and Call of Duty 4. And 4 does feel a little bit faster than 2 sensitivity in those games, but I'd say it feels a little bit closer to 2 than 3 did. And I'm pretty slow when it comes to adjusting to new sensitivities, so that's something that I'm going to have to try and adjust to, but I'll do my best, and I'm sure that's very temporary, and once I kind of get used to this new sensitivity, all will be well. But anyway, I just kind of want to let you guys know why I haven't maybe necessarily been able to get you guys a whole lot of Black Ops 2 content. Certainly when I have more time to play it and sort of wrap my head around it and adjust the sensitivity and all that, I'll do my best to get you guys some good gameplays, good scores, all that kind of stuff. But in the meantime, I was thinking, like I said, doing maybe some shorter, just kind of fun Let's Plays, nothing too crazy. and hopefully that'll allow me to put out content in these sort of dry spells. But I just don't have a whole lot of time to play and record Call of Duty content. So anyway, we're running out of time. I'm probably going to get off here after recording this commentary and go study. I have a lot to do tonight. And yeah, so enjoy your Thanksgiving. I will see what I can do about getting you guys more content. And anyway, hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will see you all later.
Solid execution. Good job.